From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw. Novak. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They
did get on. They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. to throw. Novak. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. He can't get him down. Mixon with a first down and more. Oh, another great move. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 30. A big play there out of the running game. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Strebler sets to throw on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Strebler rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Strebler. They'll roll him out right. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Off the play fake. Novak. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On third down, Novak. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Stredler to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw is Stredler. Steps away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stredler. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Stredler to throw on first down. On the move to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Panthers 14, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Novak. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Novak. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 as rookie.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Novak. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Novak escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers, Harrison Butker, for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Strebler to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Strebler rolling to his right. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, here's Strebler. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Strebler steps away to his left. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now, I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Strebler. That caught by Tremble. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A final shot before break. Novak looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the gun is Strebler. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll set up to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Dancing to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 1st down. Novak. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Novak. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Novak. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Novak. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Novak. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Butker's kick here is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Strebler. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. To mix it on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Strebler, he'll buy some time right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Strebler. Sliding out of the pocket. Found his target. It's Anderson. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal.
To throw is Strebler.
Rolling to his left.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up second and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Steps away. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Novak. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they...
Gets through and now an opening. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Chiefs 6. St. Gonzalez is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Back to throw. Novak. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He wants it all for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And quickly to Kelsey. They find some open field here. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Panthers, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.